The following is a training video on how to use the contact manager on a specific job or file. Um, this would be accessed by an open file. Please do not confuse this with the contact manager on the lower left. Again, we want to be in an open job. Again, in this specific incident, we will be in the Sidney Crosby file. I've now opened the Sidney Crosby file. We can see the reference in the upper left. To go to the contacts, we simply click on the contact tab on the left-hand side. This is now going to show the contacts that are specific to this file. We can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 contacts on this file. If I want to unlink a person on this file, perhaps they have been inadvertently placed on this file. In this case, I would hit the unlink. The system's going to warn me, are you sure you want to unlink it? And I hit unlink. We can now see that there are now 4 contacts on this file. With the file being web-based, you're on your smartphone, you could see the contact numbers for the persons on this file. If you hover over the phone number, it will show you what type of phone number this is. Phone number, this is the business number. Sometimes, in this case, we're seeing this is the mobile phone number for the client. You can also see where there's a email for them. And if we want to edit this contact, we would simply click on the contact, and then this will open up the details of this contact. If there was a name change or we had spelt it incorrectly, we could alter or change the name. We could also add a new phone number and an email. As a minimum, we strongly suggest that you should have the physical address of the client and a minimum of 1 phone number, although most people have 2 phone numbers. We also strongly recommend that you would have an email address. Once you've completed and happy with the changes, you would simply hit save on that information you've updated. We're now back in the specific job file, looking at the contacts on this file. If we needed to add a new contact to this file, we would simply click on the Add New Contact icon. This will now open the screen in order that we can add a new contact. This is the identical screen that we just saw when we were updating Sidney Crosby. I'm going to cancel out on this. Again, we are back on the Sidney Crosby file under the job contact screen. Existing contacts could be added in here. If you once you've typed 3 letters in, the system will start to search ahead for contacts to speed up the search. In this case, Sidney's already on here, but if I was going to add him, I would just left-click the highlight and then click the Add Contact, and then this contact will be added to this file. Once a contact is added specifically to this file, this contact will be added to the database. You could also do this if you're adding a contact who is also associated with a company. Contacts can also be added on the fly when you accept the new file and you get the job assignment. They can be added up here. Again, we see the attach existing contact. This is has the same programming as the last screen. Again, we can see where we could locate a person here. Crosby, let's say we're looking for somebody else. We could add Jones. If this client had a customer reference number, perhaps a file number or claim number, you can add that information here, and then that will go to the file and will specifically track that client. We can now see where we've added the Jones with the reference here. Again, if we go back to the job contact screen, which is where most of your administration of the file contact would be, or job contact would be done. Again, we can see here we have David Jones. If this was an error, again, we could simply hit the unlink button. Again, we really want to emphasize that accurate data and full names is extremely important. If somebody was to call Mr. Crosby S. Crosby, and then if somebody was to leave out a first name, in the past we've had clients that would have the same contact in, but simply under 3 variations of their name. That completes the overview of how to manage and add contacts within a specific job or file.